Up, it's Nick, afternoon show in studio with Rotimi. Welcome to Providence, Rhode Island, New England.
Yes, it's a vibe, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome back. You were just saying you were here recently.
Yeah.
What were you doing here?
We had like a day party out here. Came through, did the record, took pictures. It was cool, man.
Speaking of the record, Walk With Me, we'll get to that in a second. But the single that's blowing up right now, Love Riddim, tell us about it.
Love Riddim, man, is a feel-good record. It's a mixture of Afrobeat with pop, R&B. You know, the motive behind this was to basically have a project that people felt like they had an influence of Akon mixed with Craig David, you know, and that concoction came up to be like Walk With Me.
And Walk With Me, the album, 7 tracks, good vibes music.
Yeah.
Kind of dope that you mentioned those artists because you can hear it when you listen to the whole project all the way through.
Yeah.
What was that like to bring all these 7 tracks to life?
You know, it's just great conversation in the room, you know, and we just know each other very well. I've been working with these guys since we were staying on each other's couches, you know, and so we know what we like, we know my sound, we've created my sound together. But I added Harmony Samuels, who's an amazing producer, to the project, and he took the record to a whole new place, and Love Riddim was born in literally, we did that song in 45 minutes.
Let's talk about the music video. It looked like a fun day at work.
Yeah.
For those that haven't seen it for whatever reason, tell us about the concept and how you came up with it.
Well, it was a girl who's going through it with her boyfriend. They come to the club, and she sees me, but then every guy she sees in the video, she thinks she's seeing me, but it's somebody else. So she's just infatuated with the thought of meeting me, and us getting together, and then I end up, you know, bringing her, you know, taking her out the club. Yeah.
Another song that I liked on the project was Sip Slow.
Yeah.
So what does that song mean to you?
Sip Slow, man. We've always had that person that you get a little lit, you get a little drunk, and you think about them at the times you had. You probably shouldn't be thinking about them, but you make probably the call that you shouldn't make, or just reminiscing about somebody who's very important to you before. So I think everybody can relate to that. So
you've been performing musically for a long time. So talk about your path musically getting to this point.
So I started singing when I was about 4 years old, man. My mom had me in the gospel choir, playing the violin, playing the piano. I won the Apollo Theater twice at 16. Went to school for music, Northwestern University. Graduated. Was in a group of Jay-Z's nephews growing up, so I had to perform in front of Hov for almost a year straight. So that was an experience. And then graduated, didn't have money as an artist at the time, and booked my first audition for a TV show called Boss. And when I got into that, it was kind of just thrown into the acting world, you know. And then my first offer was from T.I., who's offered to sign me, and then I didn't take that deal. Got on the show Power, got a deal with 50, and the rest is history, man.
Some big names there, but I want to go back to Hov. You mentioned that you had to perform and work with him for a year. So what did you take from him over the course of that time, and how has he influenced you now?
Self-confidence, you know, being deliberate in what you choose to do, trusting your instincts. And, you know, the first thing he said to me was, man, your voice is very powerful. If you're able to control it, you know you'll be a problem for a very long time. So I took those words and vocally just kept working on it, and he loved my charisma. He said, stay charming, you know, and it'll get you in a lot of rooms. So just things with knowledge, you know, that only the greats can really give you.
So let's talk about acting now. People obviously know you from the hit show Power on Starz. Final season, 7 episodes left.
Yeah.
So what's your feeling like on things currently as we get towards the close?
You know, it's heating up. You know, a lot of people are dying. And I think everybody's in survival mode on the show. You know, people are making bad decisions. Dre's making decisions to focus on his daughter. He doesn't care who's getting it. And I think that people are going to fall in love with the last 7 episodes because TV hasn't seen what we're about to do before, even the format of how we're about to do it. So I'm really, really excited for that.
Dre has been a polarizing character throughout the series, but as an actor, I would guess that it's not only challenging, but really fun to portray that week to week. So has that been your experience?
Yeah, it is, because it's so opposite of who I am. So it's kind of like a release of stress, a release of anger a little bit when I play Dre. But, you know, again, like, I just wanted to show who I am and the difference between Dre, learn as much as I can while I'm on set for other projects, and just be true to who I am as a person as well. So
you kind of touched on this, but closing out a series, especially one this popular, is like an unbelievably difficult task. So when it's over for the hardcore Power fans, what do you think they're going to feel like?
I think they're going to be really fulfilled. I think it's probably going to be one of the strongest endings to a show that you'll ever see, because it gives you what you want to see. The people that you don't want probably not there. This and this and this. So everything at the end of it is just gonna be just exactly perfect.
You mentioned learning a lot on set. Another set that you were on recently was Law & Order SVU, which is, I mean, an iconic TV show.
Thank you.
So what was it like working with that crew, and what did you learn from them?
Oh, they're fast. You know, so they shoot like 25 episodes a season or something like that. So like you got to get your takes in 2 or 3. And with our show, we take a little longer. You can get 10 shots, this and this, but you got to bring excellence right away on SVU. And they've been doing it. Their system is pretty much set, you know, so you're walking in as a new person on it. You got to kind of figure it out. So it kind of made me push myself a bit. Ice-T became somebody that I text here and there just to say thank you.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. So he came to our Power premiere, and, you know, he's always been checking on me like, little homie, you know, how's everything going? I like the song and everything. So yeah, he's definitely a fan of Love Riddim.
Looks like you have 2 movies coming out in 2020.
Yeah.
The first one is Singleholic.
Yeah.
What's that about?
So Singleholic is a movie I executive produced. We shot that in Mauritius, actually. And it's a love story. It's a romantic comedy. I play a poet in it who's looking for love. So it's finally the guy that they're going to root for, you know. So I'm excited for that. And then I'm filming currently Coming to America right now. So
there you go. That's the next question.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
How big is that?
Oh, it's the biggest thing, you know, that I've done in my life so far. You know, it's iconic. You know, for me personally, to go from a legendary show like Power and then a legendary movie like American, like Coming to America, it's telling of what to come for me, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, big things, man, both musically and on the screen. So let's get back to the music. What can they expect, and why should they check it out?
You have a emotion for every feeling. You know, if you miss somebody, you can enjoy it. If you're horny, you can enjoy it. If you're drunk, you can enjoy it. If you want to dance, you can enjoy it. If you just want to clean your house, you can play it through. Every emotion is available in the Walk With Me project. And we took our time. It took me a year to really make this project, and I stand behind it, you know, and the numbers are doing what it needs to do. And it's about uplifting women too, you know, in a fly way, you know, and I think they'll fall in love with it.
Another thing too, if you're out there, I don't know where you are in the country, we're in the Northeast. It was sunny today, so if you put the windows down, you take your top off of the car, that's a good way to listen to it too. Such a quick listen, 23 minutes, boom, like that.
Just like that, and you just play it again and again, and then you start figuring out, oh, I like this one. Oh, this is my favorite right now. People have different favorites, which is amazing.
So wrapping up tour, what can people expect for the rest of 2019 musically?
Musically, for 2019, we got a remix coming on Love Riddim, which is going to be really, really big. Then we have a couple spot dates. I'm hitting up Nigeria, Liberia, Ghana, going home just to, you know, touch the people over there, and then put together a tour and probably release a new project depending on how everything's moving. But Love Riddim is the focus, getting it going, man. As soon as you hear that, baby, baby, yeah, you know what time it is.